Wow, Linda,
They are switching batteries. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll just verbally describe this. Is that all right?
Linda, let me tell you what's going on. We're looking at the fires and looting in South Central, and we're hearing you, so keep talking.
Okay, as you're looking at the fires in South Central, you have small little fires. They just exploded. It's like a Molotov cocktail. They just threw a Molotov cocktail right in the middle of the knot of people that you were just looking at a little while ago.
You're live, Dave.
And they were, glass just flew everywhere here. So as you're seeing the big fires down there, you're certainly seeing smaller fires that look like
First time that a black man was in jail and he wasn't arrested. When was this?
Who are you rooting for tonight? I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
The most tragic loss of all. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
We're electric slump right here, baby. Let's go. Take this on 2018. Crenshaw Boulevard, baby. Hey.
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Black in the City. We're here joined today with my loving cousin, Jordan Hawk, and we're here to discuss the limits of black political freedom. And yes, that's it, okay? So Jordan, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm 29. I work for a vaccination clinic called Passport Health. I am a medical receptionist / phlebotomist. Earlier this year, we recently started an event planning business and catering. We do baby showers, we do children's parties. Honey, this girl hit me up for a bar mitzvah the other day.
TJ everything.
Everything.
Check them out.
I coach dance on the south side with the girls. Love them. They keep me young.
Very active in the community.
I try to be. You got to give back, honey. You got to let these little girls know.
Okay. What are the limits of political representation related to black freedom?
It's not like a secret that black people are constantly misrepresented by the media, social media, newscasters, newspapers. I think about times where I've encountered the police. The police are terrifying.
Your specific experiences. Being a black gay man in the United States, how do you think LGBTQ community is misrepresented or underrepresented? Well, I just have a question. I know different people in the LGBTQ community, and I feel like there are different things that people advocate for.
When you think about like LGBTQ rights, a lot of people stop at the LGB, and then they put like the T. Well, it's LGBTQIA plus, and that's encountering like the non-gender conforming people, the IA plus, and the male to female, the females to males. On the forefront in the LGBTQ community, are working kind of like within the community to better their community before like we work on like when you think about it, like we have come a long way as far as like LGBTQ IA plus rights and stuff, like with marriage and like all the I don't want to say media exploitation that like the trans community is going through right now with all the killings and stuff, but like a lot of that is like triggering a lot of people to like say that we have to do something. Honestly, shining a big light on like what's happening in the black community, like with police. Like the exact same thing is happening. They are scared of black people, so they're shooting us, they're killing us. Trans people, it's kind of like, it's not the same boat, but it's a very similar boat. And like a lot of people that work for like advocating LGBTQIA plus rights are kind of working with their back to like mainstream society in a sense. Of like organizations in the city do a lot for the trans youth that are doing sex work because they don't know anymore. They don't know any better. They're like starting programs.
Around the street from my, around the corner from my house.
Over in Northeast?
Yeah.
By Heckinger Mall?
Mm-hmm.
Smile House, the one you're talking about. Smile's an organization I've been going to since I was like 16, 17. They have houses for like the LGBTQIA plus youth that have encountered hardships and need like places to stay. I know that they also have like accountability programs within the housing community. Like my people in the program, they have to like save up a certain amount so they can eventually become more independent. I just feel as though we're not being represented because like a lot of like our officials in the forefront of like the judicial system, you don't see articles about like 16, 17 trans women pulled off of K Street and put into housing and rehabilitation programs. You see the one girl that was on K Street that unfortunately got an upset John.
Yeah, I think that that's something that's not really, that light is not shined upon, I guess, because I do see in the media that there are black trans women that are being murdered, but you don't get the story behind it. You kind of realize that this is a vulnerable community, has a lack of resources. Black lives are not valued. And so black trans lives are
not valued,
devalued. And so it's just kind of like a double whammy.
To be black and gay in America, like I've been really focused on like what it is that I bring to the table. Like when I go to like job interviews or like even like when I'm like walking into like the grocery store sometimes, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't wear this, I should wear this, and I'm like, it's just a certain way, like you have to carry yourself in a certain manner as people. Oftentimes I find myself in like settings with my peers. Those are the same things that I've encountered with like authority figures and like work bosses, police indefinitely. Like I said earlier, if they think that they can get over on you, they will hit you with that bus.
I am a gay black person, but first and foremost, I am an educated individual.
And don't take that from me because you see me in drag doing my spins, kicks, and singing with a dip. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people,
they just give you a label and just keep it moving and don't.
They don't realize that like
there's a layer underneath that. Just like everyone identifies with something.
Exactly.
But you're still a person outside of that. You still have
a person that went to school, a person that exactly
community.
That's the only way that we're gonna like kill ignorance, like, is by educating. Like a lot of people, when you encounter people and like they don't know something, a lot of people often villainize, and people are just humble enough to say, I don't understand this. This causes me this. Whether it's anxiety, whether it's fear, whether it's confusion, whatever it is, like you could bring that to somebody, and you may not get the answer that you're looking for. Like if you're gonna walk over to like not a prime example, but like. Example A, if you're going to walk up to a trans woman and like you're interested but you don't know if she's trans or not, get her number, ask her.
I think that not knowing is what causes a lot of issues. The lack of communication causes a lot of issues. Limits your black freedom in regards to being gay, being black, and being in this society that tries to limit that and how you question yourself. And I think that it's okay to say that the limits of black freedom in being myself. When you realize it and when you bring it to the forefront, we do sometimes code switch, or we do sometimes limit our freedoms, being black, to conform to the dominant culture.
Being a black gay man, like you have to. Like it's unfortunate. Excuse me, it's unfortunate. But like you have to wear a certain hat. Like when I go into work, like I'm cool with my head doctor. Like she's really quirky, she's really fun, she's really personable. I have 3 nurses, and I'm not gonna say that like we're not cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like business first. Business first.
Business first.
This tiger top tube and send it off to the lab for the results that you need for the rest of whatever you need those results for. And if you don't want me drawing your blood because I am a black gay man, black gay person.
Have you encountered people that have said that?
I've encountered people that are hesitant to me drawing their blood, but then I'm like, So, ma'am, it's going to be at least a 20-minute wait for the next nurse that's going to be available to draw your blood.
That's
And they're
crazy.
like,
You're
you can
not
just
a
go ahead and
qualified
do it.
individual with the profession that is
Like, I did not take the
employed.
same test as my nurses took. Like, I was not,
That's
like, I don't
crazy.
have the same qualifications. And I'm going to say that story ended up with her. It really wasn't, you're just really young. And, like, she used the young thing. And I was like, is it really because I'm young? Drew her blood, and, like, it was, I mean, no complications.
But even still, you have different levels of prejudice, or I'll just leave it at that. You have different levels. And
Like, and issues I've encountered, like, with my parents. And, like, my parents being from an older generation and not understanding, like, if I say no to something, it's because I don't want to do it. A lot of people come from, like, a generation where their opinions, their feelings, and things were not validated. They weren't highlighted. They weren't, like, nurtured or cared for. And people, like, especially in, like, the medical profession, because, like, doctors, I get more grief from the older black male doctors
in regards to
versus my encounters with the Caucasian doctors, judging the one hat that they see you with. And then, like, I have to, like, draw blood, or, like, they have to see me work and, like, answer the phone, and they have to, like, see my efficientness and my diligentness. And then they're like, oh, Jordan.
within your profession in the medical field, you get black male doctors that limit your freedom. As I feel like you have a lot of black professionals who might be doctors, who might be lawyers, who might be in these professions that is in the dominant culture, and they themselves have limited freedom in who they are. And so whenever they see another black person, they want to project that onto you, because you yourself are always, wherever you go, whatever you do, an individual black person is always the representative for the entire race.
But you can
And
see,
it sucks.
you can see one white person in the trailer park and, like, oh,
It's just them.
they're down on their time. Oh, they're down on their luck.
You'll see it on social
backlash.
media where black people will say, dang, you just set us back 50 years. Or you can see how in the medical field, these black people put on their white mask every day, and they want to portray that to you because they don't want that to be seen as what is the black community. But white people are able to express themselves freely in every way and whenever they want.
And when they do, they're seen as creative.
And we're not given that freedom.
We don't have that. I love the fact that you, like, keep saying freedom, freedom, freedom. In my head, all I see is, like, we don't have that luxury. Like, I don't have the luxury of being able to, like, go to work and, like...
But that's a freedom that white people
Yeah,
allow.
I totally see how they're, like, on the same line. Because,
That's
like...
crazy. It's not a luxury, it's a freedom that we don't have. So you guys check out his business, TJ Everything, and hire him for all of your planning needs, your baby showers.
If you need me
your
to do
wedding.
drag at your event, it's another $25. Just saying.
And he does amazing drag, and he will be at UDC for a fashion show in January. You can come meet him and come meet me and have a drink, perhaps. I don't know, maybe. But thank you and have a
Not
great
in my
day.
6 inch heels.